the 2026 severe weather season is expected to be a little bit quieter than the 2025 tornado season. It was expected to be a little bit more above average. So I'm going to be talking about the 2026 tornado season in this video and what you need to know and who might get the most tornadoes this season. So let's jump straight into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the El Nino Southern Oscillation INSO diagnostic discussion. So I decided to make a second video on this because my other one was kind of trash. So I might delete the other one, to be honest, my other video. Maybe. You'll figure it out once I do this. But we are currently in the INSO alert system status La Nina advisory. So that's what status we're in right now, okay? A transition from La Nina to INSO neutral is expected in February to April 2026 with a 60% chance, with INSO neutral likely persisting through this northern hemisphere summer, 56% chance in June, August 2026. So that's what's going on with that. Now, the Gulf Coast's tornado season is usually from March to May, okay? The Southern Plains tornado season is usually from May to early June, and the North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota is June to July, okay? So we're going to be talking about all this today. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what the INSO diagnostic discussion is by the Climate Prediction Center. Okay, so let's check out the closest analog matches to this year. So the first closest analog match, let's move over to this tornado thing. The first tornado match, that analog match, is going to be 2001. As you can see, we got some tornadoes up here in the Midwest, a lot of tornadoes up there in the Midwest in 2001. You also had not too many tornadoes in the Southeast. You had some tornadoes in parts of Mississippi, though, and some tornadoes in Florida. So that's something. And here on the West Coast, there was not that many tornadoes. So that's going to probably remain below average for the West Coast. So this is of course, this does not tell the future. This doesn't tell the future, okay? This just gives us an idea of what we could be seeing in 2026. It doesn't match. It just has like the similar, transitions from neutral in the spring. So there's all the tornadoes happened in 2001. Now let's check out 2014. What about 2014? That was kind of like what this year is probably going to be like. So see, if we check out 2014, a lot of tornadoes up there in the Midwest. We had some decent amount of tornadoes down here in the Southeast, including a few actually near Atlanta. We had a few up here in Ohio, but not too many in the West. We also had a little bit up there in the Northeast, probably a little bit above average for the Northeast especially. Let's check out 2017. But what's 2017 going to look like? That's another pretty close analog match to us. Let's check out that. So you can see this is 2017. You can see that we had a lot of tornadoes in the Midwest. We had some tornadoes down here in parts of the Southeast. Not too many on the West. You see, Texas remains pretty above average. So that's a sign that Texas is probably going to be pretty above average, especially that region area. So that's what's going on with that. Now let's check out 2019, because 2019 is also pretty close. So 2019, there we go. So 2019 is another pretty close analog match to us. Let's do this. 2019. Yeah, I mean, this actually looks like a pretty active tornado season. We got a lot of tornadoes in the south, a lot of tornadoes over here in the southern plains, a lot of tornadoes up there in the Midwest. We even had that big tornado near Dayton, Ohio. So that's 2019. Not too many on the West, a little bit up there in the Northeast. That's 2019. Now let's check out 1979. 1979. Alright, so let's check out 1979. So 1979 is another pretty close analog match. I mean, that's a pretty long time ago, but see, a lot of tornadoes up there in the Midwest, some down there in the South. So let's check out the last one. Okay, not too much in the West. We also had like a little bit up there in the Northeast. I mean, look at this. We had a F4 tornado October 3rd, 1979 up there in the Northeast. That's actually pretty crazy. So let's check out 2023 now. 2023 is pretty close as well. And this is what shows like a lot of tornadoes up there in parts of the Ohio Valley and up there in the Midwest. You can see right here. This does definitely include the tornado outbreak of March 31st. I mean, you have 2 tornadoes near Fort Wayne. So that's what that is. We had a few here in the west. Sorry guys if you heard that noise. That was a notification from a weather app. In the west, not too much. What about here? Up here in the northeast, not too much either. Some in the Midwest. It looks like the Ohio Valley got a lot in 2023 though too. So this is eventually going to lead to above average in the Midwest in some of those locations. Okay, so the places to watch for in March. So the places to watch for in March is going to be in that red circle. This is just the places to watch the closest in March, okay? So of course, there's probably going to be severe weather in other places out of this, but this is the closest place that we need to watch for in March. Now, another place that we should be watching for as well will be the one in April. Okay, April. We gotta watch April as well. Let me pull up April. Where's April at? These are the places to be watching for in April. The closest, at least. The closest places to watch closely for potential tornadoes and severe weather in April. That's going to be in this red highlight area. As you can see, places to watch in April 2026. So that includes parts of Ohio up there into parts of the Midwest. So that's for April 2026 are the places that we should be watching for. Well, now, what about May 2026? What's May? Well, the places to be watching for in May kind of shifts a little bit farther down south, as you can see right here. Places to be watching for in May 2026 will be in these locations. So Texas, Oklahoma, Southern Plains be watching a lot in May. Even now over there into the Ohio Valley, we should be watching a lot in May as well. So that's May 2026. Now, what about January, February, March, April, May, June 2026? What's June going to be like? Well, June, we should be watching this area. This is when we should start watching the Florida Peninsula some more. This is for June 2026. So this is when we start seeing an uptick in severe weather, especially in Ohio Valley with squall lines and stuff. These are the places to watch the closest in June 2026. Does include parts of the Florida Peninsula. Up there into Ohio Valley, into Missouri, and parts of the Midwest, and parts of Iowa, Indiana, Illinois. There's places to watch in June 2026. Now, you guys probably want to know about July 2026. Let's move all these ticks. Not August, July. Places to watch. This is if you in this red highlight area. This is places to watch the closest in July 2026. These are the places to watch closest in July 2026, okay? This is when derechos start happening some more, possibly. So that's what that is. So that's in that area, to be honest. But we should be watching these areas. So parts of Ohio Valley up there into parts of the Midwest and the Dakotas. Those are the places to be watching in August 2026. So let's check out the thing that we've all been waiting for. This. Look at this. So, above average, we got placed right over Texas and Oklahoma. Okay, right over Texas and Oklahoma, we're expecting above average tornado season and severe weather season. Okay, so be prepared down there. Okay, so the next place that we need to be watching for, with a slightly above average, coming in with the Ohio Valley. We got slightly above average over here, which is that yellow area, where we were expecting slightly above average severe weather season and tornado season. What about the southeast? Well, we got well below average down there. Well, we're expecting below average, I think. Then we got the wild card up here for the parts of the northern plains and Midwest. We're expecting wild card, so we could see quite a few tornadoes up there. Then we got average over here, where we're expecting average tornado season. Slightly below average right here, okay? So slightly below average is what we're expecting right there. Yeah, and that's what I got for the 2026 tornado season forecast. I hope you guys like this one a little bit better than some of my other ones. Drop a comment if you like it. And yeah, I'm still working on getting better with my forecasts. Things that you should never do during a tornado is not taking shelter in big rooms like cafeterias, gyms, and auditoriums. Do not make good areas to shelter in place. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.